Hello, I had to unmute myself there.
Yeah. Oh, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
The mic is, I was like, oh, did I do mine? How are we doing this evening?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Doing
Good to
well.
hear. Settling in all nicely.
I am. Yeah, I got, the studio is set up in this little apartment. I know you and I talked. We're in about the same size apartment now. So I got the little corner of the living room set up, and I mean, when you look at it, it probably looks like I'm in this big space. But yeah, it's working out really well. And I love the new apartment. It's actually this cool, funky, artsy kind of old warehouse. So it's got the wood beams and all that stuff. It's kind of cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cement floors and that artsy fartsy kind of feel. So yeah, I'm loving it.
Love it.
Well, hello. Oh, Cordelia. Welcome, Cordelia. James, Francie.
Hi.
Welcome you all.
Amanda, Brenda, Bree, Melissa.
Melissa, Shawn, are you bring Christopher? Are you being Christopher? What's that mean? I don't understand what that means.
Oh, maybe your background, the way that Christopher has his in
Oh,
the
maybe.
videos.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I just thought with the new studio I had to jazz it up. So I wanted to do like a poster and like make it kind of cool and fun. So
Yeah,
changed it up since I had the opportunity to do so and move and rearrange. So make it cool. Yeah.
nice.
So I saw one other one. Where did it go? Who did I miss?
Christy.
Deborah, yes. Hello. Welcome you all. Glad you guys are here. Um, you know what? This is probably one of my more favorite, not my most favorite, my more favorite bundle. For the colors. The colors alone that are with this bundle, like anything turquoise is like totally my jam and right up my alley. So I'm loving the products we got going tonight.
Yeah, it is a really fun bundle. This project ranks up there for me. I loved the florals last week, but this was a lot of fun.
I agree. I was disappointed in the stamp set because I thought, oh, I wanted to do a mermaid so bad, but the way we mix this, I think, works really, really well. Like, and it's an easy, simple stamp set, so it's
Yeah.
you could do as elaborate as you want. I mean, I think we both just did some simple coloring on it and then added our backgrounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, should we get started? Because was this my bundle? So here's what Walter and I did. So we were asked to prep for the next month, and then we decided we were going to do 2 and 2, right? Like you did 2, I did 2.
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
And so was this mine with the tags? Who decided on the tags? I can't remember now.
You did.
This is mine. So we're switching up. No cards. Ixnay on the card A tonight. So it's
Tonight, yeah.
Mixed media tags.
What caught my attention is there's lots of comments in the chat that I'm echoing. I think it might. Do you hear me echoing?
No, but you know what? You might be coming through my mic, so let me turn it down a little bit.
Okay.
And see if that'll help. Hang on. Okay, go ahead and just talk a little bit and see if that helps.
Sure. Let's see. Yeah, I don't hear the echo anymore.
Coming through. I might have to do. I don't know how I'm going to hear you if I have to turn that down, but.
Oh.
Francie, yeah, Shawn has 2 speakers on, so I'll have to figure that little piece out on how I can hear you then.
Okay.
Maybe an earpiece. I bet you I can probably do an earpiece, probably. I don't know. I'll figure it out for next week. Or next time.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Turn you up just a little bit. All right, let's head down to the down cam.
Sounds good.
All right. Do you want to go through the bundle, or do you want me to?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. So tonight, like Shawn said, we're going to be having a lot of fun. We are using the Thanks for Sailing stamp set that has the Great Sailboat and the Lighthouse. 2 really great sentiments. You keep me steady when seas get rough, and thanks for helping me find my way. And then some cool little like waves and some birds. You know what else I was thinking is that bird, the larger bird, could actually even be used coming up out of the wave as like a whale's tail.
Oh, it could.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun. I'm going to have to play with that. Then we have the really cool coral stencil. We'll be using the jumbo media tags. The Coral Reefs paper collection, which is just stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to lower a light here really quick just to stop some of the glare for everyone. So we're going to be using that paper pad. And we're also going to be using the new Ocean Paddle Shimmer Mist, as well as a turquoise and a cobalt blue Chroma Mist. And that is our bundle. And if you purchase the bundle this time around, instead of getting free card bases, you're going to get a free Raven ink pad. And the bundle tonight, Shawn, correct me if I'm wrong, is 51 and some change?
About that. Yeah, I know there was no discount, but they just get the free Raven ink, or excuse me, yeah, Raven ink, instead with just no discount. And I think I checked earlier. I think there was like 4 bundles left. So
Yeah, I saw that. There's already some sold. That's awesome.
yeah, yep.
So my project for tonight is I decided to make a double-sided tag that has windows on each side. So I'm using both sides of the paper. On the front side, I have the little sailboat with some of that coral paper and the coral stencil. And then on the back, I have the lighthouse.
Yeah, so mine, I just did a very textured background, so it's hard to see kind of on the camera, but I stenciled the coral with some texture paste. I'm going to use some chroma glaze tonight to do it. This is just a cutout piece for the window of the coral paper. I watercolored these. Honestly, my inspiration from this was from I believe it was Narnia, where one of the pictures comes to life and things start coming, like the water starts flowing out of the picture and all that stuff
Oh,
was
yeah.
kind of my inspiration of when I saw the ship and the lighthouse. It just made me think of a come to life picture with this paper. So that was my inspiration for my tag. I did twine, 3 pieces. No, I did 6 pieces of twine, and braided it so it was like a thick nautical kind of rope. I mean, right now it looks like braids, like whipping her hair back and forth. But yeah, I just wanted like a thick kind of nautical rope.
Yeah, it looks great. I love it.
All right. I need to ink smush and do that kind of wet stuff first, so that has
Yeah,
time to dry. So that's where I'm going to start, I think.
I'm going to be doing the same thing. And I'm just going to say a quick hello to Amanda and to Jamie. Who else came in as we were talking? Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you. And I think I already said hi to Christy. So I
Oh,
think
hey,
we're caught
Christy.
up there.
Yep. Hello,
Yeah.
hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So
Glad
I
to have you
did
guys
do
in.
a little bit of pre-prep work. I stamped my images so that they'd, have time to dry so I can color, but you don't really, watching me stamp isn't that, exciting. And then I also cut out I used some stacking circle dies that kind of have that, what do you call it there? Why can't, the word is escaping me. The ridged edge to it. And so I cut those out of my tags so that those are ready to go.
I didn't do a whole lot of prep work. It's been a week. But I will say what I have done with my tag, to prep mine just to take this color the way I want it to take the color for ink smushing, is I put a very, very thin layer of gesso over top of this so that I have a little bit more toothy kind of workable area so that it doesn't just soak into the paper too quick. So I did just coat a little bit of gesso on mine and let it dry.
Oh, cool.
And if nobody knows what gesso is, it's kind of an acrylic medium that just gives paper like a tooth to take different inks. Um, Painters and watercolorists and things use it quite a bit to change the kind of the makeup, if you will, of their paper.
Let's see, Francie, close. I just looked it up, deckled. So it's a deckled edge circle die. I saw that, Melissa. I saw that Brian Wilson passed. And where Shawn is doing the smushing, I'm using the baby wipe technique of picking up the ink onto a baby wipe and just tapping it on there. Brenda, I saw that you liked the color of my shirt tonight. Thank you very much. Always nice to get a compliment.
Yes.
can always count on one of my sisters for a compliment.
Hey, it could be the complete opposite coming from a sister, so that's pretty awesome.
It is.
I have to say, your sister's in here all the time. You guys I just love the way you guys talk about each other and your you guys just have just the best relationship, it sounds like, and I think that's just awesome.
Oh, thanks, Shawn. Yeah. And my other sister Amanda's here tonight as well. So yeah, we are close. Sometimes we can argue like cats and dogs, but it's all out of love.
Yeah, but that's expected. Like if it was a different kind of relationship, they probably wouldn't be watching anyway, and you guys wouldn't comment like you do,
This is true. Yep. Christy. Oh, so there's two Amandas. There's my sister Amanda, who's on under Javi, and then Amanda Lapointe. So Amanda, you said never used a baby wipe for that. Yeah, it's actually a really fun technique. I really enjoy it because instead of getting like a solid amount of color, you kind of get it. You could almost call it like a tie-dye effect almost, because it's just tapped all over the place and has a nice design element to it.
Francie, I did use clear gesso. It is a thing, yes. I didn't use white because this cardstock was already white, so I'm like, well, I don't need to waste my white gesso on white paper. So I just used clear. But I have both, and I also have black, just depending on basically the project I'm doing and effect I want.
And I'm just kind of layering on the color. So I started with the aqua. I want more of that ocean kind of look, so I'm not going to do as much of the darker shade of blue, but I will put little bits in here and there. And then the real fun is once this is all done, I'm going to go ahead and spray on top the new Ocean Paddle Shimmer Mist, which will really add a nice amount of shine to this, some sparkle. Hey, Sandi.
Well, Sandi, welcome. I thought Sandi said she had dinner plans this evening, and she was going to catch us on replay, unless she's watching us at dinner. She's making her friends. She's making her friends watch us in the restaurant.
Well, that could be fun,
right? All right, I need my little splatter box. So I'm not gonna spray my ocean paddle. I'm just gonna splatter it on mine.
Oh.
And I will say with this particular tag, because I was, obviously I'm going for the water effect, I left white chunks on mine because I want that mix of the, like white water kind of look and stuff. So I just purposely left some in there to kind of get that effect. And you'll see when I switch to the done one here, you'll see I did the same thing, but.
Sandi just showed up, Francie.
Yeah, she said she was going to be at dinner, but she's popped in. So don't forget, you guys, we have our new hashtag that we are waiting for some projects to go up from inspiration. Hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays. If you've got an inspiration or you buy a bundle and make something out of it, hashtag us so that we can see what you're making. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then yes, we both Walter and I are on the design team. So the products we use were given to us for free just to feature for you guys and see what we can, what flavors we can come up with between the two of us. So
So I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. And then when Shawn is done drying, I'm going to go ahead and do a little drying too. Oh, looks like he's done. So I'm going to do a little drying.
All right, if I can find my stencil. So on this one, I did use a texture paste that does dry clear, or it soaks up the pigment. So if I get this close, you can probably see the texture in there. That's that stencil. I'm going to use two different things tonight to do my stencil. I wanted to see the effect of this with the same kind of background. So I'm using the new sand paste and the new Coastal Mint Cosmo Glaze. And I'm going to put this in sections and just blend it over so I get this variegated coral. And this is like a very gritty, it kind of reminds me of like a grout. It reminds me of like a grout you'd put on tile. And if you get this stencil, there's lots of loose bits here in the middle. And let me move up. Lots of loose bits here in the middle that'll flick up on you. So you got to go in one direction to keep that down. If you've watched Sara's live this week, she did a wonderful job, probably explaining it better than I just did, on applying your product on this stencil, because those loose bits will lift on you. All right, now I'm just going to add over this Coastal Mint. Which has got some great, super chunky glitter chunks and stuff in it. So some of this may lift off because it's a finer detail here. All right, lift. And there's one. I'm going to see if I can do this without smearing so I don't have to go rinse this in between. And I'm going to start with my sand again. Just in kind of random spots. This sand paste is so cool. And honestly, I don't think I've seen a product like it before. With corals and different things, it's the perfect texture for this.
Just giving this a quick wipe so I don't get anything messed up and end up cursing at myself.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, with those done, I'm going to stencil. And I kept it pretty simple by just using some alabaster white ink. I thought that looked nice over the blues.
All right, so here it is as it dries. So I've got my white and my minty green kind of textured in there with that variegated coral. When this dries, I'm going to do some more splatter over the top of this once that dries, okay? And then we'll add my elements and things over the top of that. So let me set this aside. Here's one that's dry, but this is the texture paste because I'd pre-done one. I just wanted to try those other products to see how they look and show you while those are still available, because I know this mermaid stuff is going like hotcakes. Now I'll splatter this and let that dry as I do my other elements.
Hello, Andrea. Hello, Jessica. Nice to see you popping in here. That's a nice surprise. It's usually HC that's in here with us.
Who did I miss? Oh, Jessica. I heard it. I just didn't register. I'm crazy splattering this with the cobalt, the turquoise, and again, more of my ocean paddle. And I'm going to add just a little bit of white splatter over the top.
Hey, Ellen. Nice to see you, my friend.
We've got songs. We've got clap along if you feel. You know, you look down and these guys chat away so quick you miss it.
I know. It's a laugh a minute in this chat. I love it. And instead of doing like, you know, the traditional ink blended stencil, I'm just doing the tapping. It doesn't have to be all even. I kind of like if it is a little uneven. Just going for a cool look.
All right, I'm going to dry mine up here a little bit, but here you go, all splattered. I did some white ink splatter, and then my cobalt blue, turquoise, and that ocean paddle with heavy, heavy splattering. So Walter, I was gonna say, because you were dabbing with the baby wipe, I was making another card yesterday, and I needed to do a sky and I watercolor, and I wasn't getting the effect I wanted, and I remember watching a guy's video who in his scenery stuff would take a cotton ball and dab it in white pigment ink and then use it to highlight stuff. So very light, not heavy, right? Like, and it was just giving things a little shimmer. So I'm like, I wonder if I could do that with my sky. So I literally like laid down the watercolor, pulled some of it back with my brush, and then took the cotton and dabbed it, and I got like that. I got a very similar effect, and it was just like it was like the perfect cloudy kind of look.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So when you're doing that, it just reminded me of the cotton I was doing yesterday, like of this guy I've been watching to kind of learn some techniques, you know.
Yeah, it's so funny to hear you say that because yesterday I was working on a watercolor card, and for the sky, I did the baby wipe effect with some spray ink because I wasn't getting the desired sky that I wanted. So,
oh,
yeah. I love using the baby wipes.
Honestly, I just love using anything that's like not a normal like thing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, fun to be different.
So I'm just cutting out my window pieces here.
Nice. So there I have my front and my back with the stenciled coral, and I am pretty happy with that. Christy, are you being mean to Francie?
Play nice.
Yeah. That we might have to hand out some detentions here.
Or take the toys away. Or detention in the corner. You pick.
So what's nice about the paper with it being double-sided is it makes having like the window in the center with it showing through on each side really easy. So I just simply for this next part kind of line it up and cut where I want it to, like what I want to include and have seen. Yeah, I'm thinking that's good.
Now, Christy, I'm going to be the typical parent or babysitter that's gone through the babysitter training. Was that a green flag touch or a red flag touch? We can't point blame unless I know. You know you're doing mixed media when you're using your splatter box more than any other tool. I got to get my original card to see what I did on this one now. I remember I did something to the frame. Oh, yeah. I just couldn't remember what. I sprayed the heck out of it with the turquoise and paddle. So I just did lunchbox paper, and I'm just spraying it to take back the brown a little bit. Yeah, between drawing and the splatter box, you know you're doing something. Yeah, Deb, these papers. Well, you know what? Honestly, any of Brutus Monroe papers, both sides are always so nice, but these ones have some great scenery. I just used this paper for a card hop today, and the theme was movies, books, or music. And I, of course, I had to use the mermaid, so I did a little mermaid theme, and it had the perfect scenery on one of them that made it look like the rocks in the city. And yeah, this paper pad's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, I gotta cut that window out. That. I think that was this one. Yes, it was. Walter, what day did we decided on Sunday, correct? 10 Central?
Yes, Sunday, yep, at 10 Central, yep, 11 Eastern.
So we are doing we talked about it, I think, last week. We are going to do a little Pride edition live on Sunday. We'd love to have everybody join us. Heather has done a wonderful job for us picking out all the rainbow products on Brutus Monroe. And honestly, she sent it to us before the live. I haven't had a chance to look if there's a special or just highlighted them, what's going on. But literally, no bundle. We are just going to hang out and craft. And if you guys want to hang out and craft along with us, we would love it. We're doing 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern. To go live, and it's just going to be super casual and hanging out and making something. So I haven't even decided what I'm going to do yet.
No idea, but we'll definitely figure something out. It'll be a good time, though.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, are we still arguing in the chat?
Did somebody get their feelings hurt?
If Jess is here, we might have to have Jess start to take names.
Yes, she will. Jess, we need you to calm these people down. I'll have to show you this new apron I got. I had ordered, let's just say Shawn spent 5 times the amount of money he probably should have even spent when I went to Spring Fling. And I didn't leave enough room in my suitcase. I did leave enough room in my suitcase for about the amount I thought I was going to bring home. And it wouldn't fit.
Oh.
So, right. So Jessica's like, we'll ship it, Shawn. Like, seriously, we'll just ship it. I'm like, for real? Like, I'll pay for it. I don't care. That'd be great. She goes, no, my God. When we do this all the time, we'll ship your stuff. I'm like, okay. So I go on my merry way, head to the airport and get home the next day. And she's like, messages me, your package is on the way. I sent you a little surprise. I'm like, okay.
Oh.
So I get it, and it was this apron, and I'm like, so I text her, I'm like, oh my God, like, thank you so much, I love it, it's kind of cute, whatever. She goes, well, you're getting it because we printed it wrong. Like, I still love it. They were supposed to put the words, and I'll show you here when we go to the face cam. They were supposed to put the words at the top, and they put it at the bottom. So it was a mistake. I'm like, well, I'll take it, I'll wear it.
Yeah, why not? Hello, Dalis.
Oh, Dalis.
And Mary
God, I
Ellen.
haven't heard Dalis forever. She's been so dang busy. All right, I suppose I should stamp and do some watercolor. I'm feeling like I did too many steps on this card tonight.
Oh, really?
You're probably almost done, aren't you?
Not done,
Okay.
but doing okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Pacing along.
Well, it's only 7:30. I guess I feel like I'm running out of time. All right.
Yeah, I'll wash that later. Okay.
Dalis, how have you been? Madam, you've been so quiet and busy lately. Hopefully things are settling for you. Dolly is busier than a one-armed wallpaper hanger. You got that right. All right, let's see. Got to use my free with purchase Raven ink here.
There you go. Oh, so Brenda, I'm sorry. I saw your comment and your question. We're going to be on at 11 a.m. Eastern.
And making whatever we feel like making.
That's right.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I know what I'm going to. I know. Mine's gonna be mixed media, so I know what I'm going to do. I just don't know what I'm going to use on it. If that, like, I don't know what stamp. I don't know what product, but I know what the project is.
Oh, okay. I have no idea yet.
And it's only because as I was packing to move, and I found this bag of stuff that I had that I'm like, well, why didn't I throw this away? And then I'm like, oh, I don't. This would be perfect mixed media stuff now, and it's scraps of stuff, but you got to come back and find out what.
Keep them hanging.
All right. Well, that was a little bit of a mess.
Uh-oh.
Did you see what I just did?
Oh, yeah.
I went to shake it, not realizing the little cappy thing was on, and I just squeezed it.
Oh. Well, as long as it didn't land on your project, you're all set.
It did not, thankfully.
Good.
Close, but not. It did not. So I'm watercoloring with the sails are going to be the Ocean Paddle Shimmer Mist. And then I just got out a couple little aqua pigments to add into this, along with the Cobalt Blue Mist. And no, before somebody asks, I'm not using watercolor paper because it's just small little pieces, so I'm just using regular cardstock.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you, ladies, you don't want Amanda to get that flip-flop out.
Melissa, your mother must have been like my mother. It was always like, don't make me. Don't make me. Don't make me get up from this couch. Don't make me get out that spoon.
What is a conkla, Ellen? I don't think I've ever heard that term.
A what? A chonkla?
Conkla?
I don't think I've heard that. The only thing that's coming to mind is like, isn't there like a seashell called something like that? Huh?
A conch?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a flip-flop in Spanish. Ah.
Oh.
Learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at Ellen come with the facts on that. Oh wait, I thought she was what is a Hispanic flip flop at no. That is probably true.
Oh, funny. Brenda, stop giving away all these secrets.
She giving away your family secrets?
Yeah. She mentioned I used to tease my nephew. And I'd ask him if he wanted a ride on the pain train, and I'd put him over my knee and like I'd bang on his bottom.
Oh, jeez.
I'd say, "Pain train." I mean, I'd tap. It wouldn't be hard.
Well, yeah, no.
No child abuse going on.
Right. Great. Now we're going to need to put a disclaimer on our videos.
I love that, Kate. My Latin teacher used to say that if you mispronounced something in class, she would threaten to whip you with a wet noodle.
Ellen, the babies get a gentle lesson in the chancla early on and sets them up for life and get your heart right.
Uh-oh. Watch out for Francie's noodles. Francie, are you an al dente noodle person?
You know what? Don't break those noodles in half either. Those Italians are going to come after you. That is a huge no-no. Don't be breaking that up to make your spaghetti. Francie, I told you. That's right. Yeah.
Francie, I'm getting Rosemary Clooney vibes with "Come on to my house, to my house."
Totally, yes.
Mary Alice.
She's just dente. I will say this stamp set, if you're going to fussy cut, it sure is easy to fussy cut at least.
It really is. Yeah.
There's not much fine detail on it, which makes it easy.
Oh, sorry, Francie. I was trying not to sing too much and inflict pain on everybody in the on the live. Oh, I love Mambo Italiano. Francie, I don't know if you are aware, but Bette Midler did an album. This is quite a few years back that were all covers of Rosemary Clooney songs. It was great.
I just saw, I don't know if it was a recent one or if I was watching a replay, but just within the last couple of weeks, I saw this interview with Bette Midler. I can't remember if it was on 60 Minutes or what it was. My God, she just looks amazing. For her age, oh my God.
Yeah.
And just her whole attitude about everything and her career and it's just so positive, and her attitude was just perfect.
Yeah. I have always loved her. I actually saw her on her very last tour when it came through Boston, and it was a great time.
I got to see her I saw a concert, not her last one, and then I got to see her on Broadway.
Oh.
I have not cried so hard. And I don't know if I was taken back by her, which I was, or just taken back by the whole crowd. She comes out, and it was probably 5 minutes before the crowd settled down.
Oh, I bet.
And just the energy, it just swelled up in me, and I just couldn't stop crying. My partner was like, "Oh, for crying out loud!" I was like, "Sorry if I'm embarrassing you again, but Bette Midler."
Oh, funny. Now, was this for Hello Dolly or
Dolly? Yes.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that would be amazing. Hi, Susan. Yes, we're tagging it up tonight.
Tag, you're it. That's the only pun I can come up with on this one. Let's see. We'll do a couple of these little birdies.
Hello, Penny. Oh, nice. A t-ball game. The only time I was ever successful at baseball, also known as t-ball.
Yeah.
Sports and I did not get along.
I tried to force that relationship a couple times, and it just didn't work out every time.
Yeah, I hear you. My dad tried to, well, he strongly encouraged me to try, and yeah, I'd be way out in the field, and they'd wake me up in between innings.
I'm just not athletic.
Yeah.
That was such a great idea with these. I'm not doing it. I'm making them birds, but whale tails. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I just thought of it actually tonight as we were going over the bundle. It struck
I don't think
me.
I would have thought of that. That's like perfect. Have you made many tags in the past? I mean, I've made some, but not like a ton. I just thought it would be fun.
Yeah, no, totally. I make them every now and then. It's not a regular thing that I do, but they're fun.
Yeah.
You know, I do them more at Christmas time. because one of the design teams I'm on, Gecko Gals, we have in December the 25 tags of Christmas,
Oh,
and we all make a couple of tags and share them. And I'll tell you, it's amazing.
I mean, they're kind of fun. I mean, it's a different shape of something to do, right?
Yeah. And it's nice to sometimes substitute something other than a card, like if you just want to put a tag onto a gift bag.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Ellen's getting down now.
Chair dancing, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Man of Monroe is taking on a whole new meaning. We'll put a little disclaimer at the beginning now on our intro video. These are men crafting, not the
Oh, cool. Yeah, Christy, did you share that? I feel like you did. Oh, cool. That sounds really nice.
Mary Alice was showing us some pictures at Spring Fling of her fishing trip, and like some of the she's with her brother, I think, or something. I mean, I'm telling you, these aren't perch that she's catching either.
That must be the book that Francie was just alluding to.
Yeah, that's why I said, yeah, that's why it was like, it's
Okay.
probably some of those pictures from that trip. Cabin with her brother or something. All right, let's see.
That's true, Melissa. And initially I thought about doing it as a shaker. Thank you. But then I decided that I just wanted to it would have been, it would be cool is to have a double-sided shaker. But I'd never made a tag that had like the double-sided windows like this. So I thought that was enough innovation.
I've never done a shaker card.
No?
No, it scares me. I don't understand. I don't understand. I get it, but I don't get it. Like I'm gonna need somebody to show me because I just.
Yeah. I have the very unpopular opinion of not. I'll make shaker cards, but they're not my favorite.
Yeah. Somebody's like my brain can't comprehend some of the functioning cards or whatever you call them, interactive ones. I mean, the wobbles are about as good as I got right now for interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's too like, I feel like it's too mathematical, and that's just not my forte.
Ah.
I like them. I think there's
Yeah.
some great cards out there. I just construction wise, my brain just doesn't get it.
Okay. Yeah, they're honestly, Shawn, I think you would very easily, catch right on with it. You would do it just fine.
I'm sure it's just a temp. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Sit down when I have the time and not stressed over getting something completed and just play.
Yep. One of the alt new certification classes was on cards in motion. So I definitely made shakers there as well as some other moving cards.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mish W. Didn't see you come in. You have a name very similar to a wonderful friend of mine who was a Michelle W. Andrea, that could be a good idea. So Andrea suggested, why not make shaker cards one of the challenges to get comfortable with it?
We could do that. We
Yeah.
could totally do that.
If you're, I'm up for anything. So
these mermaid themes for this month actually might be a good one to do it on too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Walter. We'll take that offline and decide what week we're gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that idea. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, if we don't get to it this month, there's always next month, or right. Yeah.
All right, let's see. I think I have my sentiment and finish assembling.
Cool. I am done, but I'm just cleaning up a bit as you finish up.
Oh, let's see. I need a straighter edge on that piece.
Oh, thanks so much. We're glad to have you here.
Aw, thank y'all.
Oh, Francie. You know what to say. Oh, thanks, Christy. Oh, that sounds like fun, Dalis. Francie. Oh, thanks, Brenda.
God. That's a gift, Francie. That's for sure. That is a gift. What am I missing? I'm concentrating on my cutting skills here.
Oh, so Christy is intentionally misspelling words in the chat to drive Francie crazy.
You know, Christy, it's no wonder people hit you and touch you, and she's like the middle child, isn't she?
Okay, well, Shawn is finishing. I'm just going to quickly show you. Here is my finish tag. And I don't know if Amanda is still here, but this is what I love about the using the baby wipe is just that varied technique. And in a case like this, to me, it kind of looks like the underwater a little bit more. So there's the first side with the sailboat and you keep me steady when seas get rough. And then on the back, we have the lighthouse with thanks for helping me find my way.
That's just great. I love it. Love it, love it.
Thank you. Thanks, Melissa. And Francie. Delise. Delise says she's the good kid today. You know, Delise, there's a first time for everything.
Oh.
Thanks, Andrea. Is Shawn doing CPR?
I was, yeah, on my trying to put the weight down on the.
Thanks, Christy. Thanks, Ellen. Thank you, Deborah.
I'm gonna do it one more time just to. With all this texture, I won't I couldn't get it to stick, so I have to push it in.
Ah.
All right, we'll add my little rope here.
Francie says if you don't break a few ribs, you're doing it wrong.
That is very true. Coming from a nurse and a trained flight attendant, 2 inches down, and you better be breaking ribs. Or you ain't saving nobody.
Francie always calls the mannequin Channing.
Channing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can understand.
All right, I think we are good to go. Trim off those extra pieces, and I am done. All right, I'll get up my original because I just wanted to point out one thing with these tags on the original. All right. So here is my card, my tag. This is the one from tonight. And on this one, because I noticed when I was after I was done, um, I always get stuff in the back of these, like if I'm not paying attention. So you could either put like that coral paper and glue that on and just trim it out to the size. I actually just went through and ink smushed these before the live, so it just had a little bit more ink smushing on the back side, just to
Mm,
cover up all the mistakes and the squishing of your stuff on your thing. But that's tonight. That was the sample.
that's fabulous, Shawn. Really, really nice. So pretty.
In person, they're kind of fun because there's just so much texture on them, with as the stuff dries. And let me grab. This is what it's looking like so far with the sand and the coastal mint.
Ooh, really pretty.
Yeah, I just wanted to try. Since I already had that pre-made with the texture paste, I just wanted to try it, see what you got. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there we have it.
Beautiful.
All right. See if I can get that face cam to work. This keeps timing out on me for some reason. See if we can get it back. There we go.
There you are.
There we go. All right. Sit down so you can see me. I had to stand up to do my CPR. Get enough angle for that pressure on my stone. Well, thank you everybody so much. We appreciate all the comments. You guys are just awesome, and we appreciate you guys being here. I think there was 3 or 4 bundles left. It is full price for the product. You will get a free Raven ink with the purchase for this week. Since all these products are new, they're not discounted yet because they are selling pretty good. So get yourself this bundle. We've got mermaids next week. I will have a card for you, Walter. Unfortunately, I am out flying for my job, kind of learning the role a little bit more next week. So Walter's solo, but I'll send you a picture. I'm gonna make the card anyway, and
Awesome.
then I'll just send you a picture that you can maybe share or something.
That
Or I
sounds
could post
great.
it right before. I could post it maybe Thursday during the day, and then point them to go find it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
just to give you a sneak peek into next week, we're going to be kind of diving underwater and swimming with some mermaids. So,
And
um,
dolphins. And
and just
dolphins.
quick, and dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Susan, I saw your comment. You know what? I'll be posting a picture to the Brutus Monroe fan page tomorrow. So you'll be able to see it a little bit better. But what was in the? I'm just trying to see. What are you cutting up for the left tag? So for the tag, the background in the center is the coral paper, and I'll make sure that I have a really nice close up pic for you in the group tomorrow.
Yep. Mine goes up tomorrow. That's my post day anyway. So I'll get mine posted for in the same the fan page tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
guys.
Thank
We'll
you all
see you
so
next
much.
time.
All right. Good night.